Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Matt Tuck from Bullet for My Valentine, and you're watching Ambi.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from Ambi, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Matt from Bullet for My Valentine. Hello.
Hi.
How have you been? I feel like that's the most appropriate question. It's been a while.
Yeah, no, good, thanks. Done a lot of world touring since we last spoke, and had a bit of time off recently, and here we are again. So good.
Well, first
All
things
good.
first, I have to kick things off by diving into probably the most exciting thing that's going on right now, which is album number 6. You're teasing
Yeah.
a lot of things through your socials, so how are things coming along?
Yeah, good. Still early days. We're still in the writing process, demoing and stuff like that, so it's a long way to go, but I think we've got like 7 songs kind of in the making, and yeah, really, really stoked.
With all of
It's gonna
the
be good.
touring you've been doing, the stuff that you mentioned, how long has the album actually been in the works for?
Only sporadically since around April. We've
Okay.
been doing like random sessions here and there. We haven't like gotten to a studio and just been there for like months. We've
So
been
not-
doing
not
like a
too
week here,
long.
a week there, 2 days here, 2 days there, 10 days here, a week there. So we've been having kind of sporadic kind of bursts of creativity and then going away for a little bit. Because we found after the first session we did like 10 days, and after like 7 days we all just wanted to stop. So the creative juices after about 4 days were not flowing, you know, so that we've decided now we're going to do it in little bursts like that, and it's been really good.
Well, one of the creative juices that were flowing was Don't Need You, which was kind of like a little tease for what's to come from the record, I feel.
Yeah, pretty much. There's some stuff in that vein, and there's a lot of other stuff we've been working on, which is a kind of a not a new direction, but we've wrote like 2 or 3 songs which are kind of a different sound for us, but we're really happy with. So we're gonna see how that goes, really.
What kind of things
So-
are you messing around with? A couple of firsts for you guys?
I think just stylistically, we just want to make bigger songs.
Okay.
It's hard to explain.
In an
Hard to explain.
anthemic sense? Or?
Yes, in
Okay.
a less more busy way, like musically, and just really, really focused on the vocal tracks and the vocal melodies and stuff, and everything else then is built around it rather than the other way around, which we've done in the past.
Don't Need You is really melodic. And the
Yeah.
thing that I like about the song a lot is it's very cutthroat when you listen to it, but the lyrics are really tender. It's kind of what I get out of
Yeah.
it. It's you're realizing or coming to the realization that relationship isn't going to work out. You know, that ship has kind of sailed.
Basically, yeah.
What about the juxtaposition of that? The real heavy music with the tender lyrics appeals to you.
Yeah, it's just something that Bullet's always done. You know, that's kind of where the name came from, even, was that heavy sound with kind of more romantic style lyrics in the early days. And it's one of those songs that we just do well, and we revisited that formula on Don't Need You, and it worked again, you know, so it's something that we've always kind of done, and we continue to do somewhat, but I think these new batch of songs, we're not stepping away from it, but we definitely want to do something which is not the same as Venom, you know, so we're just trying to make this album its own body of work rather than a continuation of a sound, you know.
We're back in Toronto tonight, once again at the Phoenix. But you guys actually posted a photograph where you arrived yesterday in town?
What day are we today? Thursday?
Yes.
No, I think we got in Tuesday
Okay,
night.
so you've been here for a bit. What have
Yeah,
you been up to?
But we had a rehearsal yesterday and stuff like that. So
Okay.
just been up getting acclimatized, had a rehearsal, and that's it really. Just been chilling out, just getting gig ready. We haven't done a gig since December, you know. It's the first one tonight for like over 6 months, so it should be fun.
You ready for it?
Kind of.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it'll be fun. And then we've obviously got the big one tomorrow, big festival tomorrow. So it's kind of a nice reintroduction to the stage, you know.
It's really cool seeing where your music has taken you guys because you'll soon be going to Romania, Russia. You're kind of traveling all over the place.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to have not be doing anything this year, but then these offers keep coming in for really cool stuff, and we're like, damn. All right, so.
In the back of your mind, you know, you're kind of postponing music, right?
Yeah, but we just want to concentrate on the record and get that done and focus on that 100%, you know, but then we keep on getting offers and stuff, which we kind of like we can refuse, but they're just cool, you know, and the offers that we've been getting are places where we don't really go a lot. So it's just cool to kind of get out the studio and take a week out and just go and do some live shows. That's it. And it'd be fun. It'd be cool.
Where is a spot you'd love to take the band that you've yet to perform?
I think we'd like to go to India. I think
Okay.
there's been talks of India before. We did have an offer last year towards Christmas time. I think they wanted us to play on Christmas Eve, but we couldn't get everyone to rally round. And we just literally finished that whole cycle of Venom as well, about 10 days before that. And just so no one was going to get on a plane and go to India on Christmas Eve. Nothing against India, but everyone was toast, completely toast by then. So we could have gone there, but it's hopefully somewhere we can go again in the future.
Something awesome that's been in the works is the Live from Brixton record that you guys filmed, the
Yeah.
2-night stand that you guys did in London. So tell me a little bit about that. Why did you decide to film there? What was so special about those 2 evenings?
Well, it was obviously many reasons, really. It was the end of the entire Venom cycle, and we had such a great time on that and such a great success with it. And we knew we were going to end with 2 nights in Brixton, one of them being The Poison in its entirety. And Brixton is one of those venues where that kind of felt that we had arrived in 2006 when we did a first headline show there at Brixton, and we did the DVD there as well at the same time. So it just felt like this 10-year kind of circle.
Full circle.
Yeah, and it was just, everything just kind of came into place, you know, and I think as soon as we kind of realized what was going on, we wanted to capture it, you know, and we're never going to do that Poison thing again. So it's just kind of 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing, you know?
You have a pretty good discography as far as 5 records under your belt. So was it difficult figuring out which ones you want to do, especially the fact that it's going to be filmed? Was it hard narrowing that down?
Yes and no. Because we did The Poison in its entirety, that kind of took care of that set list. And then we just played 5 of the other kind of fan favorite songs at the end. And obviously we were still on the Venom cycle at that point. So the main set was Venom heavy, but with all other stuff scattered around. Kind of similar to the set we did here like a year and a half ago, whatever.
Okay,
like that.
yeah.
So yeah, so no, it wasn't too hard. Wasn't too hard.
You kind of teased that you might be doing it once again. Is that something you're thinking of? It was
The
that good
Poison
you'd like
thing?
to do it? Not the Poison part, but just the whole live film, maybe 2-night stand once again.
Yeah, it's got to be something special for us, though, you know. It's got to mean something. Otherwise, it's just kind of for the sake of it, I guess, you know. And I think, obviously, like I said, ending the entire cycle with 2 nights at Brixton and one, you know, the very last show being a very special kind of anniversary-style show, it was kind of a no-brainer, really. So if something comes up in the future which is as special as that, then yeah, why not?
You've known your bandmates since you guys were pretty much kids. You've been together for a really long time. So when you think back to those original days, what were some of the first impressions you had of these guys that are now your best friends?
Well, we actually got together in Comprehensive, which you guys call high school, and that was the first meeting. And as soon as we met each other, it kind of just hit it off, really.
It just gelled?
Just gelled instantly, you know, 11 years old, whatever. And by the time we were 12, 13, started getting into music. And, you know, at that point as well, Nirvana were one of the biggest bands, if not the biggest band in the world. And Metallica's Black Album was still going, you know, so it was a really good time to get into music at that time, you know, and everyone loved that kind of music, and we just kind of gelled and became friends, and everyone started to play instruments, and eventually loads of little bands formed, and it all just evolved into what it's evolved to today, really.
Thinking back to high school, are there any fashion fads that you tried out and you just kind of regret even attempting some of those things?
Not really. I mean, in school we had to wear a full uniform and stuff like that, so out of school, in the early days of the band, we used to wear these kind of Dickies style shorts things, and then we used to wear really long high socks. You know, that kind of new metal thing. We were in that world for a minute, but it was, you know, at the time we didn't really care. We were just kind of following what we did. We were like 20, 21 at the time, and that was kind of where it was at, you know. So
if it worked back then, you guys were happy. That's all that really matters, right?
Yeah, it's all about the music, anyways, you know.
Well, to wrap things up, is there anything you would like to leave with your fans who will be viewing? Just any parting words?
Just, you know, thanks for all your support over the years, you know, and expect something very special next year with our new record. It's gonna be a big one. Got good feelings about it, you know.
I'm very excited to hear it. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Cool.
And remember, to everyone viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more. See you next time.